So you've been using ChatGPT for months, but here's the brutal truth. 90% of your AI-generated content screams, "I used AI," and people can spot it from a mile away. Your emails get ignored, your proposals get rejected, and your content feels soulless because you're prompting like everyone else. Meanwhile, there are people making six figures using the exact same AI tools, but they know prompting secrets that make their output indistinguishable from expert human work. Want to know the difference? They're not just asking ChatGPT questions, they're programming it like a personal genius assistant. Over the past 8 months, I've reverse-engineered the prompting strategies of top AI professionals, tested over 500 different prompt variations, and discovered why 95% of people are using only 10% of ChatGPT's actual capabilities. The gap between amateur and professional AI users isn't talent, it's technique, and I'm about to show you exactly how to cross that gap in under 8 minutes. Before we turn you into an AI power user, let me expose the 3 fatal mistakes that instantly reveal you're using AI and how professionals avoid them completely. Mistake number 1, the generic prompt disease. 95% of people type something like, "Write me a professional email," and wonder why it sounds robotic. Here's what professionals do instead. They use what I call the DNA method: demographics, nuance, and authority. Instead of generic prompts, they feed ChatGPT a complete identity. Watch this transformation. Amateur prompt: write a sales email. Professional prompt: you are Sarah Chen, a 34-year-old B2B sales director with 8 years in SaaS companies. You're writing to Marcus, a CTEOF, a 50-person fintech startup who's been burned by previous vendors. Your writing style is direct but warm, you always include specific metrics, and you never use corporate buzzwords like synergy or paradigm shift. Write an email introducing our project management software. See that? The professional version creates a complete persona, includes the recipient's psychology, and sets style boundaries. This is why their emails get 73% higher response rates. Mistake number 2, the one-shot wonder. Here's where amateurs reveal themselves. They ask one question and accept whatever they get. Professionals use what I call conversational sculpting. They treat AI like a collaborative partner, not a magic 8-ball. The professional sequence looks like this. Initial prompt with context. Make this more conversational and add a personal touch. Remove any phrases that sound AI-generated. Add one specific example that makes this more credible. Give me 3 alternative endings to choose from. This 5-step refinement process is why professional AI users' content feels human, while yours still sounds like a robot wrote it during a coffee break. Mistake number 3, the context vacuum. Amateur AI users give zero context and wonder why outputs are bland. Professionals use the background briefing technique. They front-load massive context that makes AI think like an expert in that specific situation. Amateur, write a product description for headphones. Professional, background, you're the copywriter for Audio-Technica's premium line. These are $299 studio headphones competing against Sony WH-1000X-M4. Your audience is audio engineers and serious music producers who care more about flat frequency response than bass boost. They've been burned by marketing hype before and trust technical specifications over flowery language. Previous successful product descriptions from our brand focus on precision, durability, and professional credibility. Write a product description that converts this specific audience. This context-heavy approach is why professional AI users get laser-targeted outputs, while yours feel like they could be selling anything to anyone. The professional's secret weapon: prompt chains. Here's an advanced technique that separates the pros from everyone else. They never use AI for complex tasks in one go. Instead, they use prompt chains, breaking complex work into specialized stages where each AI response feeds into the next prompt. For example, if a professional needs to write a comprehensive business proposal, they don't ask for a business proposal. They run this sequence. Analyze my target client's pain points based on this information. Based on those pain points, what are the top 3 solutions they'd value most? Create an outline for a proposal that addresses these specific solutions. Write the executive summary section focusing on. Now, write the technical approach section that builds on that summary. Each step builds on the previous one, creating output so sophisticated that clients assume it took weeks to create. The professional AI tool stack: what 99% get wrong. Let me destroy a myth that's costing you money, thinking all AI tools are the same. Professionals build tool stacks like Formula One, teams build cars. Each component serves a specific purpose. Here's the insider breakdown. ChatGPT, best for conversational tasks and creative thinking, but hallucinates facts. Claude, superior for analytical thinking and longer, nuanced content like detailed reports. Perplexity, when you need current, accurate information with sources. Midjourney, professional-grade image generation with artistic control. Runway, ML, video generation that doesn't look like amateur hour. The amateur mistake? Using ChatGPT for everything. Professionals switch tools based on task requirements. For research-heavy content, they start with Perplexity for facts, move to Claude for analysis, then ChatGPT for conversational polish. English. The $10,000 prompting framework. This is the exact framework used by AI consultants charging $10,000 plus for prompt engineering services. Amateur prompt. Write social media content for my business. Master prompt. You are Gary Vaynerchuk, a social media marketing expert with 20 years of experience building personal brands. You're writing for ambitious entrepreneurs aged 25 to 40 who are frustrated with low engagement despite posting daily. The situation is, this personal brand consultant has been posting generic motivational quotes and getting 12 likes per post despite having 5,000 followers. Your task is to create 5 LinkedIn posts that will generate meaningful comments and shares. Here's an example of high engagement content from this niche. Example: avoid generic motivation speak and ensure each post includes a personal story, a controversial opinion, or insider knowledge that makes people stop scrolling. See the difference? That's why professionals get results while amateurs get ignored. Advanced prompt engineering secrets. Here are 3 techniques that top AI users guard jealously. 1. The false start technique. Instead of asking for what you want directly, ask AI to explain why it's difficult, then solve it. Explain why writing compelling subject lines for cold emails is challenging. Then write 10 subject lines that overcome those specific challenges. 2. The perspective multiplication method. Get multiple expert viewpoints in one conversation. Approach this problem from 3 perspectives: a seasoned marketing director, a startup founder with limited budget, and a behavioral psychologist. How would each solve this differently? 3. The constraint creativity hack. Add artificial limitations to force creative solutions. Write a compelling product description for this software, but you cannot use the words innovative, solution, streamline, optimize, or cutting edge. You have exactly 47 words. These techniques force AI beyond its default patterns, creating outputs that stand out from the AI-generated noise flooding the internet. Let's get practical with some real-world scenarios you'll actually use. For students, act as a study coach. I have an exam on European history next week covering 1800 to 1900. Create a 7-day study plan with specific topics, recommended study methods, and practice questions for each day. For entrepreneurs, you're a business consultant. I'm launching a dog walking service in suburban Chicago. What are the 5 most important things I need to research? What licenses might I need? And what are 3 potential challenges I should prepare for? Here's an advanced technique that separates the pros from the beginners: chain prompting. Start with a broad request, then use the output to create more specific prompts. For example, first prompt: list 10 potential side hustles for someone with graphic design skills. Then use one interesting option for your second prompt. I'm interested in creating custom pet portraits. Walk me through pricing strategies, where to find customers, what tools I'll need, and how to handle difficult clients. The bottom line: why this matters more than you think. We're at an inflection point. Right now, while 95% of people are using AI like a fancy Google search, there's a massive opportunity for the 5% who learn to use it like a professional tool. The gap between amateur and professional AI users is about to become the new digital divide. The professionals getting promoted, building successful businesses, and staying relevant aren't the ones avoiding AI. They're the ones who've mastered the art of human-AI collaboration. Your competition isn't other humans anymore. It's humans equipped with AI superpowers. But here's the good news. You now have the exact frameworks and techniques used by the top 1% of AI users. The only question is, will you implement them, or will you keep prompting like everyone else and wondering why your results are mediocre? Start with one technique today, master it this week, then move to the next. In 30 days, you'll be operating at a level that will make your colleagues wonder what superpower you've suddenly acquired. The AI revolution isn't coming, it's here. And now you're equipped to not just participate, but to lead. So go forth and show the world what happens when professional-level prompting meets human creativity. Trust me, the combination is absolutely unstoppable. And if this course transformed how you think about AI, consider subscribing, because we're just getting started with advanced AI strategies that'll keep you ahead of the curve.